The time is 9 o'clock, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
I'm Mike Robar, and this is your local CHMA News. Today, the Mount Allison Student Union has organized buses to get students to Fredericton to protest the provincial budget. But first, the municipality of Tantramar announced that the gravel portion of Walker Road from the Trans-Canada Highway to the end of King Street is closed due to spring conditions. They expect the road to be reopened by the end of April, dependent on the condition of the road. The parking lot at the Walker Road trailhead remains accessible for those looking to use the trails. And now, your feature story. A coalition of post-secondary students from across New Brunswick have organized a peaceful protest in Fredericton against potential cuts in the upcoming provincial budget. The Mount Allison Student Union, or MASU, is part of that coalition and has organized buses to take students free of charge from campus to the provincial legislature on March 17th, the day the budget is set to be released. Wilson Palouk, a fourth-year history student and president of MASU, says the hope is to assemble about 800 students from Sackville, Moncton, St. John, the northern CCNB campuses, and Fredericton in order to convince the government to come up with a different plan to reduce its deficit.
I really think that it is a decision the government will regret, and I'm hoping that if we bring enough students, they'll see how many people this is really affecting, how many people are really, really upset. We're estimating and hoping for 100 students from each campus and then 200 students from each campus in Fredericton.
The ongoing saga started a little over 2 weeks ago when media started reporting on a document being circulated to university and college presidents, outlining a range of options to reduce government spending on post-secondary education. Among those options was the privatization of Mount Allison by removing its provincial grant, as well as folding St. Thomas University into the University of New Brunswick. While post-secondary education and training minister Jean-Claude Demore was quoted in a CBC article saying the discussion was just a discussion, it did little to quell fears, and soon faculty, students, and their unions were calling for a halt to the cuts. Palouk was among them.
It's very frustrating for us because we have had a very collaborative environment with the government so far this year, and student unions have had lots of things to kind of go against government on this year, and we haven't, and along with universities. And here we are now 2 weeks out, and we find out about this massive cut that will change every public post-secondary institution for the next 10 years, and we have 2 weeks notice. That's a little unfair to me. Like I said, I understand that there are things that have to be done, things that might have to be cut, but I do not think this is the right place to do it.
To that end, Palouk, along with the other student union reps, had what he called a productive meeting with Premier Susan Holt on Tuesday to make suggestions and ensure student voices are heard, he says.
We understand the government is in a very difficult deficit situation right now, and some things are going to have to be done. However, we really advocated that cutting PSE funding is just not the way to go. And especially in a time where there's a teacher, nurse, doctor shortage in New Brunswick, cutting post-secondary funding is not a smart move for the government. In addition to that, we also advocated for a few specific things to say, we made sure they were well aware we didn't want cuts, but also if they were going to cut, these are our priority areas. And that was student services, experiential learning, accessibility and affordability, educational infrastructure, and then post-grad opportunities.
On Monday, Palouk sent out a campus-wide email to students, informing them of the protest and the arranged transportation. He said the response as of Wednesday was massive.
We are over 55 students. Our capacity is 106 right now. If we need to increase our capacity, we can find funding for that somewhere. But, we're halfway there and the protest is still a week out. So we're feeling very good. In addition to that, That is just for the bus. I know for sure there are students who are going and carpooling. So I would say we're around 75 signups so far, which is phenomenal. We have more than any school so far.
Even if things don't go their way on Tuesday, Palouk says one positive aspect has been the solidarity among student unions in the province, something he thinks will continue to shape post-secondary education for years to come.
This has really brought us together, and it's going to make this post-secondary advocacy and just student movement in New Brunswick stronger for years and years to come. So that is something that is really good for us, and also is something that should kind of scare the government, because if you're bringing together a group that couldn't organize for the past 10 years, that shows how severe the situation really is.
Though Palouk represents Mount A students, he knows this fight is bigger than any one school and urges every student able to attend the protest next Tuesday.
And I just want to reiterate and organize that everyone should go to Fredericton on March 17th. This is not just a Mount A thing. This is every post-secondary institution in New Brunswick. There are going to be a ton of students there. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's only 2 hours. Fun bus ride there, get some schoolwork done, sit outside with a sign, make your voices heard, have some fun in Fredericton. 2 hours, and then go back for 2 hours, get some schoolwork done, and you'll be back by 5. You'll be back by dinner in Sackville. So I think it's a great opportunity for students to have their voices heard, have some fun, get some protesting experience, and I hope to see everyone there.
As always, head to chmafm.com to follow this and other stories from your community. And if you have any news, tips, or ideas, email news@chmafm.com. I'm Mike Robar with your local CHMA News from Tantramar.
Hi everyone, I'm Bria from Caper Radio CJBU in Sydney, Nova Scotia, and you're listening to CHMA.
And here is your CHMA Atlantic update. A messy mix of winter weather is set to hit parts of Atlantic Canada this afternoon. Northern New Brunswick will see snow and ice pellets, and freezing rain is expected in the central region. Meanwhile, southern New Brunswick can expect snow, ice pellets, freezing rain, and rain. Freezing rain is also expected in western PEI and across much of Newfoundland except the Avalon Peninsula. As well, up to 35 centimeters of snow is expected in the northern and central regions of the island, along with the coast of Labrador, while other areas are expecting heavy rain or a wintry mix. Officials in New Brunswick are providing an update today on a chemical spill on the Trans-Canada Highway south of Fredericton. The government says the liquid in question, which was spilled last Friday, includes a chemical known as hexavalent chromium, which officials say does not increase one's cancer risk if exposure is brief. The province says about 900 liters were spilled over 14 kilometers of the highway between Fredericton and Oromocto. Officials say Fredericton's drinking water was not affected. RCMP in New Brunswick have charged a 29-year-old man after a chase by police dogs. The Mounties say officers tried to stop a vehicle near Havelock, but it sped off and was later found in a ditch. Police dogs tracked down the suspect, who had outstanding warrants. The Nova Scotia NDP is criticizing Premier Tim Houston's cabinet for failing to answer questions about its decision to restore some funding cut from the budget tabled 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, Houston announced that out of the $130 million in cuts his government announced, about $54 million would be reinstated for programs for people with disabilities and seniors, and for African Nova Scotian and Indigenous students. The New Democrats say the Premier and his ministers have not been able to answer basic questions about the changes, and the Finance Minister was unable to tell reporters yesterday what specific funding was being restored. NDP leader Claudia Chender says trust in Houston's government is at an all-time low. The Federal Labor Board says the Canadian Coast Guard was justified when it fired one of its captains for ignoring a distress call from a boat off PEI. The Federal Public Sector Labor Relations Board says that when the captain heard the call for help in May 2024, he did not offer assistance unless he was told to do so. During a Labor Board hearing, the captain argued that Coast Guard vessels must be formally tasked before responding to distress calls. But the Department of Fisheries and Oceans said tasking was not necessary, adding that the captain should have responded as quickly as possible, and the board agreed. Newfoundland and Labrador's new government has overhauled the province's process for awarding contracts after false citations thought to be generated by artificial intelligence turned up in 2 reports. Barry Pettin, the minister possible for public procurement, says the progressive conservative government now requires vendors to say if they intend to use AI. He says the government has introduced new request for proposal documents saying they can audit a vendor's use of AI at any time. Radio Canada and The Independent both reported last year that citations referring to sources that did not appear to exist were found in documents submitted to the former Liberal government by its Education Accord and by Deloitte Canada. And that has been your CHMA Atlantic Update.
Hey, good morning. Hi, everyone. My name is David from the Corner Drugstore, and you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
Hey, folks. If you're looking to strengthen your grant writing skills, join Grants 101, a practical interactive workshop for nonprofit organizations. This is happening on Sunday, March 15th at Mount Wortley Community Hall from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Learn the full grant process from defining your purpose to building strong proposals, realistic budgets, and funder relationships. Participants will leave with practical tips and resources that they can use right away. You can register now at tantrumarnb.com/programs.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantrumar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
CHMA has your weekday sports update information ready to start your day off. Sackville Sports Hound Brian Nilsson brings you the sports numbers that you need to know each day at 8:30 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 5 p.m.
Hello, everyone. Once again, you are listening to the Late Morning Show on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick. I'm Maya Noel, and we have some songs to get into, so let's do that. First up, we have Avi with The Way It's Always Been, and then we also have Soul Kim and Nina Tick with I Cry Raindrops. was Soul Kim and Nina Tick with I Cry Raindrops on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, voice of the marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you are listening to the Late Morning Show. We're going to finish up with Abby Woods and Too Late, as well as Jesse Wells and Joan Baez with No Kings. Have a great rest of your day.
You could have told me that you don't want this. Wouldn't be sorry. I could move off it. Won't catch me jealous, but I caught you careless. Can't even look my way. You know that would make you say, baby girl, I miss you and I'm sorry. Didn't know you'd be here at this party. I'm already drunk and feeling sloppy. Can't take the feel of you off me. Baby, why'd I leave you in the first place? Though you always put me in first place. Now you see me in the worst way. I know this message came too late, too late. I bet you see the truth when you look in my eyes. I won't say too much, I know you realize. If you were someone else, they would apologize. Now you're still in trouble dealing with your pride. I can see the pain and you don't have to hide. Hate to say it's too late for you to say, baby girl, I miss you and I'm sorry. Didn't know you'd be here at this party. I'm already drunk and feeling sloppy. Can't take the feel of you off. Baby, why'd I leave you in the first place? Though you always put me in first place. Now you see me in the worst way. I know this message came too late, too late. Came too late. Too late, too late, too late. Came too late. Too late, too late. Baby girl, I miss you and I'm sorry. Didn't know you'd be here at this party. I'm already drunk and feeling sloppy. Can't take the feel of you off. Baby, why'd I leave you in the first place? Though you always put me in first place. Now you see me in the worst way. I know this message came too late, too late.
No hatred, no violence, no starvation and no greed. And no kings, no kings, no kings. No lies, no bullets, no bombs, and no need. And no kings, no kings, no kings. No walls, no judgments, no oppression cowering. No kings, no kings, no kings. Every color, every culture, every language, every creed. No kings, no kings, no kings. No more dying in the clutches, no more dying underneath. No kings, no kings, no kings. No more dying for the causes no one asked or no one needs. And no kings, no kings, no kings. To all the dignity, the love that they deserve and need. No kings, no kings, no kings. The pursuit of happiness, the right to life and liberty. And no kings, no kings, no kings. No child going hungry, for there's plenty enough to eat. with no kings, no kings, no kings. May I recognize your soul that you might see the soul in me. No kings, no kings, no kings. Close your eyes and listen so that you may truly see. No kings, no kings, no kings. That the killing of my foe indeed destroys a part of me. No kings, no kings, no kings. No hatred, no violence, no starvation and no greed. And no kings, no kings, no kings.
Hi, I'm Marley and you're listening to CHMA.
I would say I'm sorry if I thought that it would change your mind. But I know that this time I have said too much, been too unkind. So I try to laugh about it, cover it all up with lies. I try to laugh about it, hiding the tears in my eyes, 'cause boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. I would break down at your feet and beg forgiveness, plead with you. But I know that it's too late and there is nothing I can do. So I try to laugh about it, cover it all up with lies. I try to laugh about it, hiding the tears in my eyes, 'cause boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. I would tell you that I loved you if I thought that you would stay. But I know that it's no use and you've already gone away. I misjudged your limits, pushed you too far, took you for granted, thought that you wanted me more, 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 more. Now I do most anything to get you back by my side, but I'll just keep on